Welcome everyone. Am I audible to all of you? Just a quick check.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you for confirmation. Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar. Today we are presenting webinar on placement and internship. Now, without any further delay, we will start the presentation.
अरे वाह, आज कॉलेज में सबने फॉर्मल्स क्यों पहना था? कुछ स्पेशल था क्या?
नहीं, मुझे कोई सीनियर बोला कि आज कॉलेज में माइक्रोसॉफ्ट आया प्लेसमेंट्स के लिए।
I don't know anything about college placements. Frankly, I feel वो थोड़ा intimidating है।
I think I know someone though, a senior who can give us some guidance.
Bro, ये placement exactly होता क्या है? How are companies invited? और हमारे कॉलेज में कौन सी कंपनीज आती है?
यार, एक और जूनियर को सब समझाना पड़ेगा।
लेकिन पहले ही बोल रहा हूँ, एक चाय उधारी रहेगी तुम दोनों से।
एक क्या दो ले ले यार। Every year, a lot of companies come to a college to recruit BTech and MTech students. When the companies are about to start their recruitment process, they coordinate with our training and placement officer.
So, the placement committee consists of 2 faculty members from each department. They ensure that the best companies visit our college for placements. There's also a student committee in place to act as the bridge between the rest of the students and the faculty members.
Okay, placement के दिन exactly क्या होता है? The company sends all the details such as job description, salary package, job location, and most importantly, eligibility criteria to the placement committee, which is then forwarded to the students.
ये process actually पूरे साल चलता है. Dude, more than 100 companies they offer jobs via campus recruitment throughout the year. Some companies are called as the core companies, which offer the technical jobs, whereas the others they offer non-technical jobs, but they do require a good technical understanding.
Companies तो साल में 2 या 3 बार आती है, and सिर्फ हमारे कॉलेज में ही आती है, because of the quality of students, and every time with a different job role, and दोनों time pay packages भी अलग होते हैं.
अगर तुम interested हो and if you are eligible, you can register through the Google form sent by a placement cell. फिर they will send a list of the interested students to the company and they will schedule their campus recruitment program. मतलब जैसे फिल्म्स में दिखाते हैं ना, कौन से दिन कंपनी कॉलेज में आएगी, वैसे ही।
सबसे पहले तो कंपनी का प्रेजेंटेशन होता है, यानी कि प्री प्लेसमेंट टॉक।
सो यहाँ पर कंपनीज अपने बारे में और अपने सिलेक्शन प्रोसीजर के बारे में बताती है,
और यहाँ स्टूडेंट्स अपने डाउट्स क्लियर कर सकते हैं बिफोर द प्लेसमेंट प्रोसेस स्टार्ट्स।
ओके, तो स्क्रीनिंग प्रोसेस कैसे चालू होता है?
स्टार्ट एप्टीट्यूड टेस्ट से होता है।
उसका मतलब 12th स्टैंडर्ड में जो लॉजिक एंड रीजनिंग होता है ना, उसी के एक्सटेंडेड पार्ट जैसा है ये टेस्ट।
सो कुछ कंपनीज में एप्टीट्यूड टेस्ट के साथ एक टेक्निकल टेस्ट भी होती है टू टेस्ट योर बेसिक नॉलेज अबाउट द स्ट्रीम, नथिंग एल्स।
इट्स ओके ना, अगर एप्टीट्यूड टेस्ट के लिए ना भी पढ़ा तो
पढ़ लो ना, लेस इन्वेस्टमेंट और हाई रिटर्न्स है एप्टीट्यूड के लिए पढ़ना। This is also an important practice to screen candidates. Students who clear the aptitude test advance to the next round.
अच्छा हाँ, okay, makes sense.
और नेक्स्ट राउंड होता है ग्रुप डिस्कशन।
अरे उधर तो मैं कुछ भी बोल के क्लियर कर दूंगी, कोई टेंशन नहीं मुझे।
अच्छा, टॉक टू मी अबाउट द इफेक्ट्स ऑफ कोविड-19 ऑन द इंडियन इकोनॉमी।
हाँ, तो the deadly COVID-19 virus has affected the Indian economy adversely.
ओके, गो ऑन।
इसके आगे नहीं आता मुझे।
But it can also have a positive impact now. It has boosted so many industries.
Really? How do you say tourism will pick up after this?
Yeah, I don't know so well. I mean, it depends, right?
यही तो नहीं करना जीडी में।
Valuable points बोलने बहुत necessary होते हैं। इसके लिए current affairs पढ़ के जाना बहुत important है to hold a good conversation. This helps the employer to see how well you can work in groups.
ग्रुप डिस्कशन के बाद एक और राउंड है।
जीडी और एप्टीट्यूड दोनों क्लियर करते हो तो इसका मतलब ये है कि यू आर एलिजिबल टू जॉइन द कंपनी, बट देयर इज स्टिल 1 राउंड लेफ्ट।
तुम्हें और जानने के लिए वो लोग तुम्हारा पर्सनल इंटरव्यू लेंगे। पीआई से उन्हें वो पता चलता है कि वेदर यू आर द राइट चॉइस फॉर द जॉब दैट दे आर ऑफरिंग और नो।
देखो, इस प्रोसेस को डेटिंग के जैसे समझो। स्टार्टिंग में तुम पोटेंशियल पार्टनर का प्रोफाइल देखते हो और अट्रैक्ट होते हो।
अब अगर तुम्हें प्रोफाइल अच्छा लगा तो तुम बायो और प्रॉम्प्ट्स पढ़ने के बाद उसको स्क्रीन करते हो कि क्या वो तुम्हारे लिए सही है कि नहीं। दिस इज लाइक योर एप्टीट्यूड टेस्ट। अगर बायो अच्छा लगा तो राइट स्वाइप, और वैसे ही कंपनी के रिक्वायरमेंट के हिसाब से एप्टीट्यूड टेस्ट का स्कोर रहा ही तो इट्स अ मैच, दैट इज तुम नेक्स्ट राउंड में आ गए और मैच हो जाए फिर उसके बाद बातें शुरू होना हो जाती है। बातें मतलब ग्रुप डिस्कशन। उनको बात ही भी अगर आपकी अच्छी लगी तो आप एक और बार मिलने वाले हो और अ पर्सनल इंटरव्यू, और एज द मिलेनियल्स लाइक टू कॉल इट, अ डेट।
Now, personal interview is just like a date. You talk to each other to figure out अगर आपके interests match होते हैं या नहीं। आपका potential partner और उनके दोस्त जो कि सिलेक्शन कमिटी है वो डिसाइड करते हैं कि आप कंपनी के लिए परफेक्ट हो या नहीं। And if you are, there you have it. Congratulations.
अच्छा, अब मानो ये सब प्रोसेस हो गया एंड आई गॉट सिलेक्टेड बाय अ कंपनी, बट व्हाट इफ आई एम नॉट सैटिस्फाइड विद द पे पैकेज? कैन आई अप्लाई फॉर मोर देन वन कंपनी?
सो जो कंपनीज आती है एम्प्लॉयमेंट ऑफर्स लेके, दे आर डिवाइडेड इनटू टू कैटेगरीज अकॉर्डिंग टू द सैलरी पैकेज दे ऑफर द स्टूडेंट्स, ड्रीम कंपनीज एंड द नॉन ड्रीम कंपनीज।
So once you get selected in a non-dream company, you can still sit for the placement process of the dream companies. You don't have to panic about giving up on other options. You can secure one position for yourself and still pursue the better option.
मैंने मूवीज में देखा है कि पर्सनल इंटरव्यूज में वर्क एक्सपीरियंस के बारे में पूछते हैं, और जिन लोग का वर्क एक्सपीरियंस अच्छा होता है उनको इजीली जॉब मिल जाती है। बट एज अ स्टूडेंट, हाउ विल आई गेन वर्क एक्सपीरियंस?
इंटर्नशिप्स। आजकल एवरीवन ट्राइज टू कंप्लीट एज मेनी इंटर्नशिप्स एज पॉसिबल। अरे तुम्हारी शक्ल पे दिख रहा है तुम्हें इसके बारे में भी कुछ नहीं पता। बेटा एक और चाय उधारी पकड़ ही ले।
Internship का process actually बहुत easy है। We have an internship cell in our college. So usually when an institution or company is looking for interns, they notify our college. There are internship cell in charge, informs the students about the internship opportunity, job description, experience and certificates that they are offering.
Whether they're providing you with stipends or not,
ये सब details emails पे और website पे regularly update करते जाएंगे।
and if you are looking for a specific internship या unsure भी हो कि about किस फील्ड में इंटर्नशिप करनी है और किस में इंटरेस्ट नहीं है, और even if you want to apply for off-campus internships, you can directly approach the internship cell faculty coordinators. Not just the faculty, but you also have student coordinators who will guide you through the process of applying for an internship. सच में बताओ बहुत चिल है।
पर ये इंटर्नशिप्स करना जरूरी है क्या? मैंने अब तक अपना करियर फुली प्लान आउट नहीं किया। इससे अच्छा मैं अपना कॉलेज लाइफ एंजॉय करूं एंड आई विल स्कोर वेल।
देख, पहले तो ऐसा है कि according to the AICTE norms, every student has to complete a minimum of 14 weeks of internship throughout the 4 years of engineering, whereas the MTech students, they have to complete a 3 months of internship in their second year. So the option of not doing an internship is completely out of the picture.
14 weeks.
Our college offers ample of internship opportunities, both internal and external, which stretch across various fields. So completing 14 weeks of internship is very easy.
Look, the more internships you do, the more you'll acclimatize with the industrial environment. जैसे तुमने बोला that if you are unsure कि आगे क्या करना है, तो it's the internships that you do will help you out to sort what you want to do and what you not want to do. And it will not only help you develop skills, but you'll also experience how the theory you learn in college is applied outside, like in the outside world.
मैंने सुना है कि लास्ट सेम के स्टूडेंट्स को सेमेस्टर लॉन्ग यानी कि 5-6 मंथ्स के इंटर्नशिप्स के लिए भी अलाउ करते हैं।
हर डिपार्टमेंट से 10 स्टूडेंट्स को लिया जाता है।
Yes, and if they perform really well, they will also receive a PPO.
PPO?
Oh, pre-placement offers. Students are offered with employment opportunities on the basis of the internship performance. मेरे cousin के साथ same हुआ. He was from our college only, EXTC department, and he along with 2 other students got a 6-month internship at Cisco. और internship खत्म होने के बाद they were offered a PPO. क्या set है ना उसकी life अब?
हाँ, if MTech students perform well, उनको easily PPO मिल जाता है। थोड़ा chill करो, ये सब बहुत easily हो जाएगा। अभी के लिए इतना समझ लो, फिर आगे as time comes, our faculties will guide you accordingly.
Thank you so much guys. काफी कुछ clear हो गया।
Contact us anytime अगर कुछ भी doubts हो तो, but next time चाय लेके आना।
Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar on placement and internship. My name is Mahesh Patil I am the Training and Placement Officer at KJ Somaya College of Engineering. Along with me, my colleague, Mr. Sandeep Parmar is also present. I request Sandeep to please introduce yourself.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Sandeep Parmar. I am taking care of the internship cell at KJ Somaya College of Engineering, and also I'm looking for the industry academic interface.
Thank you, Sandeep. I'm sure that the presentation made by our students have given you entire idea about the placement process and the internship offered at KJ Somaya College of Engineering. Now we will go ahead and take some questions. Just a small request before we get started. If you have any questions, please raise the hand. Our team will unmute you and then you can ask a question. Please go ahead and ask a question.
Who wants to ask the questions can raise the hand.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, Athar.
Nehru.
Athar has raised the hand. Please.
Atharva?
Hello, sir. Sir, actually, I wanted to ask the meaning of dream and non-dream companies.
Sure. Atharva, the dream and non-dream is a nomenclature given by the student itself. As I said, there is no any thumb rule that defines the dream and non-dream. But as student having aspiration of getting a higher salary, that is the reason that company being categorized in the dream and non-dream category. We at KJ Somaya College of Engineering, very well-defined process and well-established placement cell. At the beginning of the placement season, the placement committee decides, frames the rules, and with the proper approval of the principal, we define the category. This year and last year, the companies which are offering salary, that is a CTC, cost to company, that you can say a salary package. The company which offers the salary of 5 lakhs and above are categorized as a dream one, and the companies which are offering a salary package below 5 lakhs are being called as a non-dream company. I hope I answered your question.
Next is Shivani. Shivani, go ahead. Shivani?
Sir, how many companies visit your college every year?
Sure. Shivani, every year we have more than 100 plus companies visiting our campus for the campus recruitment process. Just a minute, I need to say. The companies like Microsoft, GS Associates, Ecolite, Simpress, Barclays, Accenture, Capgemini, L&T Infotech, Oracle, Suzuki, Blue Star, Godrej, Nerolac. These are some well-known names. They visit our campus every year, and they consistently visit our campus from last so many years.
Next is Soumya. Soumya Mary. Yes. Soumya, go ahead.
Unmute.
Yeah, I unmute. Soumya, you can start your question.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes.
So I wanted to ask, are students allowed to do an internship while they are studying?
Let me answer this, Soumya. So we are permitting our students for the internship during academic semester, but only if the internship is work from home or kind of part-time.
Okay.
Full-time internship generally we permit students during the vacation break only.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Yes. Next is Nishant. You can go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So my question was, is the placement scenario going to change because the Somaya has become a university? And if yes, then how is it going to change? Like, do you have any idea?
Sure. What's your name? May I ask your name again?
Nisha.
Nisha. Yes, as a, you know, as a, it was a same question as we become autonomous in the year 2014-15. The same thing was there, but you see, from 14-15, as we become autonomous, we got a more opportunity for the students to learn the courses like interdisciplinary courses, audit courses, and this has opened a gate to many companies in our campus. And same thing is going to happen as autonomous at a private university. We have a full control, we have full flexibility, we can say, over the courses, over the kind of interaction with the industry. And I sure, pretty sure that we will have a more number of companies visiting our campus as we become a private university.
Can I say something here? Yeah. So I am Shubha Pandit. I am the principal of the college. I would like to also answer your question. See, the industry many a times is not really very keen on knowing which is the university from where the student is passing out, because they are more keen on how much the student knows and how he or she is able to deliver what is expected as the outcome for the industry. And because we are now a university, we are permitting a lot of more opportunities. If you have gone through our website, you can, or I would request you to go through our website. You will find that enormous opportunities are going to be created because of the flexibility that we are going to offer through the major courses and the minor courses that a student can do, or honors programs they can do. So as Professor Mahesh Patil has told you, that when we became autonomous, we introduced what we called as audit courses, which was much more beyond the syllabus. And we realized that the opportunities for placement have increased very widely. Now we've given it more emphasis, and we are trying to make them as credit courses which are focused. So I am very sure, in fact, with that as the idea, these courses have, or these programs have been introduced. Also, I would like to mention here that all these flexibilities that we have brought in, this is all supported by industry. We have people from academia and industries, like people from IIT Bombay and good names in the industry. These, we sit together and we devise the syllabus and the contents. So obviously it is what the industry expects we are going to be teaching you and delivering you. So why should a company not take somebody who is ready as a future ready engineer from our college than bother about what university? As again, I would like to say that, okay, we are a new university because Somaiya Vidya Vihar University has been founded in the month of August 2019. But as an institute, we are more than 30 years old. So we have our credentials, which we have proven beyond doubt. So with so many years of existence in the academics, I think I absolutely don't have any doubt that our curriculum will be much more than what is expected. So I think I have answered many of your queries. I hope I have answered. Is there anything more that you would like to ask? Okay, you may take the next question then.
Okay. Next is Arjun Kapoor.
Yes.
I just unmute.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes. I would like to know for engineering students, what's the lowest salary, or better, what is the lowest package one can expect, sir?
Sir, the lowest package we got around 3 lakhs this year. And
all right. Okay. That's CPC.
That is a.
So if you can show the slide of your average, and you know, we have the
Sir, this is the placement scenario this year. The average package from different departments: computer, electronics, telecommunication, IT, and mechanical.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next one, Mr. Gautam.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
So, as Somaya is autonomous, so this is just a curious question I would like to ask. Suppose I am interested in computer, then from first year, why can't we only study computer rather than all subjects?
Can I answer this question?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
See, we want to make an engineer, and an engineer is supposed to be knowing at least basics of many other aspects of engineering. So when you look at the computer, there are so many other branches included as a part of engineering. I think there is a lot of is there a echo? I don't know. I have a lot of.
Ma'am, there is disturbance.
Yeah, madam, please repeat the answer because it was not properly audible.
It was not audible.
I could sense because I could hear a lot of echo. Even now, I'm getting a lot of. So, okay. To answer your query, you cannot teach only computer engineering courses. Because to understand certain things of computer engineering, you are supposed to be understanding a lot of physics and mathematics and some basic concepts in many other electronics also. And look at certain things such as some basic concepts of applied mechanics, which is nothing but extension to physics. Now, these are some important aspects every engineer is supposed to be knowing. So, for example, when a doctor becomes an ophthalmologist, he has still studied all organs to become a doctor, and then he chooses to become an ophthalmologist. Likewise, you have to understand basics of all fields, basics I'm saying, and then you can become a professional in a particular area. So if you look at any standard syllabi anywhere across the globe, you will find that certain courses are absolutely mandatory wherever you may do your engineering. I think, have I answered your query? Was I audible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So I think I have answered your query. If there is something more, I will answer.
Okay, we'll take the next.
Take the next.
Yeah. Mr. Parth.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I wanted to ask some questions regarding admission in KJ Somaya. Am I allowed to?
Pardon? Can you repeat the question?
I had some questions regarding the admission in KJ Somaya.
Yes, you can raise the question.
Okay, so I have observed that KJ Somaya is offering admissions on basis of SCT, CET, SAT, and JW also. So I wanted to ask that what were the cutoffs and what are the number of seats provided and allotted to the students regarding respectively.
Okay. Ujjwala, can you answer? Or
yes. So already we have finished with phase 1, which was based on JEE January, and then phase 2, which was based on SAT. But then the entire process is automated, so we never come to know about the cutoff and other details. So, but definitely I'll assure you that we do have sufficient number of seats for the further rounds, for the phases.
Okay, and I also had an extra question regarding SCT.
Yes.
You can
Yes.
go ahead.
Okay, I wanted to apply for.
Just a second. You can unmute. Just Parth.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, now audible.
Yes, please.
Yes, I had a question regarding SCT. When I was applying for SCT, the fees for the same was 2,000. But when I turned on to the payment section, I was applicable for an extra 2,000 rupees fee under the pre-admission form fee. So I wanted to ask, if I pay the pre-admission form fee, am I assured the admission?
No, it is a processing fee for Somaiya entrance test, and it is 4,000 rupees.
Okay, so am I assured for the seat or not?
No, you haven't been assured for the seat. The thing is, you have applied for to appear for the Somaiya entrance test, and then you can appear for the Somaiya entrance test. And based on your score in SCT, you will get allotted with the branch according to your merit.
And your
Okay,
choice. And your choice, because you are
Yeah.
also filling your choice form, right?
Yes.
And no institution can give a assurance while you are applying for it. There is always a process which is inherent, right? So the application fee which we are asking you to pay is for the processing that we do at our end, and the 2,000 rupees for the exam is for the examination, conduction of the examination, the logistics and the other details. So if you are
Okay,
applying,
so when would be the exam conducted?
it is on the 25th of July.
Okay, and is it remote proctored, or is it online and we have to go to some center and give the test?
So as of now, we have yet to finalize the mode. It is going to be a computer-based test, but we are not very sure as of now whether it will be, if you can write it from home or you have to be coming to the centers. We will let you know as soon as we take a decision on it. We are
Okay,
waiting.
and how many seats are going to be allotted on
You
basis
want
of
to pick one,
SCT?
right? You want to pick one, right? Yes, madam, please.
So all related notifications regarding SCT will be available on our website, and please check our website for regular updates.
Okay, can we go ahead next?
Sir, there was a question regarding the lower salary package, but I also wanted to ask what is the higher salary package?
Sure. Let me open the. This is the highest CTC of last 3 years. This year we got around 18.75. Last year it was 15.92. This is overall institute wise, and last year it was 12.7. This is the highest CTC shown of the last 3 years.
Can I say something here?
Yes, ma'am.
There are the package that a company offers also depends upon the kind of job profile that they have. So it is not really very much within the control of the institution. But what we say is we attract companies which offer good packages and also take a number of students from our college. We also ensure that certain companies which are very reputed, they come regularly to our college. I mean, it's a win-win situation because they are sure that they are getting good quality students, they are able to retain them, and they are able to deliver what is expected by the company. The companies come, and because we, as a reputation of the institution, we would want such companies to be coming to us every year. So that is the reason why these kind of pay packages you see. And the companies have policies that they don't offer the same salary structure to every organization. In fact, you might have seen during the presentation of initial presentation that company comes more than once, and every time a new job profile and a new job salary structure also they can apply. So the package is something which depends upon the job profiles the companies have and the prospects that they see. Yeah, maybe you can take the next question if I have answered his query.
Yes, ma'am.
Next is Manan Parikh.
I had a question. What is the placement percentage in each discipline?
Yes. Let me open this. This is the placement percentage of the current year, 1920. So we can easily see the computer department, electronics, telecommunication, IT, and mechanical. So for computer, it is 85.41. Electronics is 72%.
And currently, this process is also on, right?
Yes, sir.
Currently going on.
It is ongoing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
This is only up to March.
Yes, ma'am.
Before we close down.
Before we close down. And the
many
positive
more companies are in the pipeline.
Yes. The positive thing is that even during the lockdown situation, many companies are approaching us and they are doing the entire process virtually. And I'm happy to say that 6 students we have placed in the lockdown scenario and with the highest package of 9.6 lakhs. That is the scenario in the lockdown situation. And for next year also, for 2020 batch, we have companies which are to be scheduled. Their companies are making inquiry of when the next batch process will start. So the overall scenario of the during the lockdown also, it looks very optimistic from the KJ Somaiya point of view.
And some of the core companies belonging to electronics and mechanical do visit in the later part of the academic year, generally from February, March onwards. So they are all in the pipeline right now. But just because of the lockdown, we were not able to accommodate them. But hopefully, as soon as possible, we'll be having them at the campus.
Here, I would like to mention one thing that as the core industries and mechanical consider, their demand generation start in the month of March itself, and the major of the placement start in the month of March and April. And because of the lockdown and COVID-19 pandemic, though that company halted the process, but we are in process of that, and as soon as the situation improves, we will resume the process.
Okay, sir. So one more question.
Yes.
I have recently seen the admission process, like the phase wise, but I didn't know there was like admission based on JEE, January and SAT. I have given both the exams and now I have applied. So can I be eligible for phase 1 and phase 2 now?
So currently we have completed with phase 1 and phase 2, but definitely if we'll plan in future, we'll update you accordingly. We'll definitely update our website regarding the future rounds, which we'll plan to conduct on the basis of JEE, January and SAT.
Again, I would like to come here. We have been getting repeated requests of this kind from students who have missed it for whatever reason. So we are considering this, whether we should be giving this kind of an opportunity. But then we have to look at so many other aspects. But as Madam correctly said, you please keep watching our website in case if there is a possibility, it will be available on the website. Okay. Our website is regularly updated.
Okay.
Just another question, follow-up question, ma'am. MHCET, as you know, the date has not been declared. JEE Mains, as of today, it is still on for July 18. So what is going to be your next phase for the admission? Would you be waiting for MHCET or would you, be considering some other criteria for the other phase?
Sir, if I can answer your query. Sir, that is the reason why we are considering these repeated requests based on the JE1 and SAT. Had it not been that, then probably we would not have considered, because we had our schedule defined based on the JE2, that is, we called it as a best of two, and also the MHT CET, because we would want a good opportunity for everybody who is aspiring to become a student of our college. We understand that many are really keen on becoming students of our college, and we are also wanting to get best of the students we are proud of our students. So, but then looking at the scenario that is happening, we are really not sure. So we are in talks with our management as to how to proceed. We are waiting for some clarity on the MHT CET as well as JE2. And maybe in very soon, in a few days time from now, we will be able to come up with whatever decision that we take. I would like to request people here who are, who were wanting to join the college based on the MHT CET or the JE2 best of two. Now, I would request that why don't you apply for the SET that we are going to be conducting, because I mean, as far as my understanding goes, we are surely going to conduct it. Because that is going to be on a much smaller scale as compared to both MHT CET as well as JE2. The number of applicants are obviously going to be much smaller. So if you are really keen on doing it, I mean, coming and becoming our student, then please apply. We are accepting forms up to 8th of July. And we will be doing the test is going to be conducted on the 25th. The syllabus and the details of the test are on the website of our college. We will start conducting mock tests very soon. And all the students, essentially the syllabus is very similar to what is the 12th standard syllabus across. So those who are interested can start working and preparing for the SCT and get good scores, and without bothering about any of the examinations, whether they are going to happen or not happen, you can appear for SCT and become eligible to get admitted as a KJ Somaiya student. I mean, I would sincerely request people to do that. We are open, fortunately, for these applications as of now, up to 8th of July.
Madam, just an update. The mock SET is already online on our website.
Achha, oh, sorry. Oh, good. Thank you, sir, for informing. So, yeah. So, you can look at the mock SET and then you can take a call and, you can start, you can apply for it.
So, this is the phase 3 and which is the current phase. As you asked, which is the next phase for the admission. So, phase 3 is based on our Somaiya interest stage, that is on ACT. Okay, next is Soumya Mary. Soumya, go ahead. Soumya, are you getting my voice? Okay, we'll go to that next. Beena.
Your university started some extra course along with the first year. Yeah, some I think finance or audit or some others like. So when the student they have to study in first year, means along during the engineering hours or after that or from outside, means they have to do their own. What is the procedure for that?
Can I take this question?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I answer?
Yes,
See, ma'am, I don't know if you have seen our campus. Our campus hosts more than 20 institutions, and many of these institutions are part of our Somaiya University. So what is going to happen is these courses will become a part and parcel of the whole day activity of the students. They don't have to leave the campus most of the time. And these will be taught by our sister organization, the SK Somaya College of SK Somaya College. Some of the courses are going to be taught by our own college. Like we have floated some minor degrees. Say a student in mechanical engineering can do a minor in electronics so that he or she becomes a full-fledged engineer to join any of the manufacturing sector. Or a student doing a telecommunication engineering and takes up a minor in data science or offered by the computer department, and hence can become a full-fledged engineer to join any of these financial companies. Or you can take these finance electives and join the financial sector. All this is going to happen during the time of the college, within the college premises. College premises, I mean the campus. And the campus is obviously walking distance across. So that is what is going to be the scenario. And within 4 years, they are able to complete. That's how the courses have been designed. The programs have been designed. So I don't see any reason why a student, this is called a boost to those who are capable of learning more. You know, they are challenged to take up more challenges to become a professional by the end of their 4 years engineering.
Thank you, ma'am.
Question?
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Next is Srishti.
Yeah. Hello, sir. I would like to ask the question regarding the internship. The internship companies and the placement companies for MTech students which come to the college, are they same or different?
Not always the same. There are specific companies who are only looking for the PG candidates. So they come to us and we arrange the interviews and the process for them, recruitment process. And then generally the PG internships are longer duration and it continues with the pre-placement offer. So it is like that.
Okay.
There are few companies who are coming for both UG and PG students, and there are companies who are specifically coming for PG students.
Okay. Okay.
Here,
Okay.
here I would like to add one point.
Yes, sir.
We have exclusive companies which are visiting only for MTech students. Like if we can see, we have displayed your some of the companies. I will name the companies which are exclusively coming for the MTech. Like Unique Group is a UAE based company coming from mechanical. We have ABB, we have Envent, we have WNS, Force Motor, LMAC. These are companies exclusively hiring only MTech students.
MTech. Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
I hope I have answered. We have answered it.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Next is Som Patkar.
Yes, so actually my son wants to take admission in this college. So I just wanted to ask one question. Is there any specific number that on an average how many students get placed every year? Or is there anything like that specific criteria? I want to know that.
The number of students placed every year.
Yes, yes.
Okay, sir. I will show one slide. This is the statistics of placement this year, sir. You can see the place. This is the number of students placed. The first column is the interested students. So you can see the number of placed students over here.
Just one sec, Mahesh sir. I will just say about what is interested and eligible. I think I would like to clarify on this also. There are a large number of students who are really not interested in taking up a placement after the undergraduate studies. They're either wanting to do their post-graduation, maybe in engineering or some other field. We are a minority in college, so a large number of students come from a business family background. And hence, many of the students want to join their family businesses. And we also promote entrepreneurship activity in the college. In fact, the Somaya entrepreneurship cell, Riddle, it is called Riddle. So it is very much in the campus, and a large number of students want to try their hand at and become entrepreneurs. In fact, we promote this activity through the Smart India Hackathon, such kind of hackathons. I don't know if you're aware of, wherein students have to pitch new ideas which are technically viable, and they have to actually prove it. And I can tell you that during the last 4 or 5 years, some of our students have been able to successfully convert their ideas into products. And with this support of the state and the central government, these students are given a lot of encouragement to establish their own businesses or their own startups, as is commonly known as. Now, why I'm giving this explanation, our typical strength of the college is 120 students, and there are additionally diploma students getting added, but not everybody is interested and eligible. Eligibility is because some of them carry live KTs. They have not cleared all the semesters as is required by the companies. So the first column talks of interested and eligible students. You can see that in mechanical engineering and electronics engineering, large number of students may want to go for higher studies, and that's the reason that number sometimes looks smaller. Based on, because finally they appear for interviews, and that is what the placement we talk about. I think I have just tried to give a clarity on what is interested and eligible. Maybe Mahesh sir, you can take it ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I hope we have answered your question. Is there anything we need to add, sir? Hello?
Okay, we'll take the next question.
Okay.
Next is Meg. Meg, first with this.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Yes. So my question is that if I have received a provisional admission in a particular stream, and if I score good marks in the entrance test, so is it possible to change the stream?
Yes, if you score good marks in Somaya entrance test, and according to the merit we received for the Somaya entrance test and the preferences of the candidate, the merit of all the candidates, their preferences, and then your score, you may get allotted with your higher preference. In case there is a transfer from one phase to another phase, we charge 5,000 rupees for that.
Oh, thank you.
Next is Prasamesh Bhavsar. So, Prasamesh Bhaviskar.
Hello, am I audible, sir?
Yes, speak loudly. Your voice
Hello?
is very
Hello?
little low.
So my each question is, hello,
Yes, your voice is very
hello,
low.
hello.
Hello.
Can you hear, sir?
It's okay, you can ask, but
Yeah,
your
yeah, you can
voice is low. Okay, you can manage.
Yeah, sir. I got my each question cleared. Just one question rises that what is the accommodation facility for the students belong to other cities?
Manish, sir.
Yeah,
yes,
there is campus accommodation available. Limited campus accommodation is available, and it is available on the first come first serve basis.
I can answer it further. So we have already tied up with some outside accommodation, which the institute, that is the university, has tied up with, and that arrangement will be made available to the students, including the transport facility. So that is available even if the student is not able to get into the campus accommodation. Because next year, actually, I will tell you that our university is also building a hostel on our Surabhatti campus. However, I mean, the construction has already begun halfway through, but because of this lockdown and the allied delay, the thing could not be completed. As a result, the facility is not available from the beginning of this year. But next year, these students will be transferred. So those who are now going to be kept outside the campus will be then transferred to our university hostel. So you will be taken care of.
Next is Pradeep.
Yes, sir. So my question is, on the website, I couldn't find the curriculum for the entire course. That is, the list of subjects for first year is there, but list of subjects in all the 4 years are not there. It helps us to compare different universities because then the type of courses that we are going to study in all the 4 years is clear. I also couldn't find the exam scheme, that is the way the assessment will be done, like 50-mark end semester exam or 70-mark end semester exam, etc. So when will these details be available? Any idea?
Can I say this?
Yeah,
These kind of details may not be publicly available. We are making it available to once the student logs in, the major details will be made available.
Madam, I have already taken the admission. I have created the login.
So it will be made available very soon, sir. The
Okay,
detailing of these syllabi and such kind of things will be made available very soon. We are in the process.
okay. Because then whether the curriculum contains any compulsory internships, so whether the project is there or based on the industry interaction or based on theoretical work, all those things can be understood from the curriculum. That is why I was interested.
Okay. So you will come to know about it very soon, sir.
Okay, thank you, madam.
Sure.
Next is Soumya, Mary. Soumya, are you getting? Hello, Soumya Mary Dasan. Do you have any questions?
Maybe you should proceed to the
Yeah,
next.
next. Meheru.
So could you explain further about in-house and industrial internship opportunities?
Yeah. So in KJC, we are defining our internships as in-house and industry or external internships. So when we call in-house internship, it means the internships offered within the KJC campus by the faculty members or the mega project teams or the councils, wherein students can work with them on certain research work or the projects. And the industry internship is basically one which is outside the external with the organizations with startups or other companies or government sector companies like BSNL, BPCL. So these are the internships which are outside the campus are called as the industry or the external internships.
Okay. Okay. Sir, could you also throw some light on the opportunities for placement opportunities for electronics and telecommunication program students?
Sure. For electronics, if you can see, the list of core companies is displayed here. Here are some companies like Cisco, Blue Star, Vertiv Energy, Orange, Buildtech Automation, Tata Communication, L&T, Force Motor, Research Wire, Schindler. These are the very specific companies coming for the electronics and telecommunication. You can see the placement scenario of electronics of last year. We have almost 100% placement of electronics for the previous year, and electronics and telecommunication 90%. This year it is a 72%, and for electronics and telecommunications 87%. I hope I have answered your question.
Can I also answer something more?
Yes, ma'am.
So I would like to add here that the electronics department, we are coming with industrial automation lab with Festo. Again, it has been delayed because of the lockdown period. Otherwise, we would have commenced with the lab, and we expect that a large number of students will have good openings in the automation sector. Industrial automation lab with Festo is going to be a big opportunity for the electronics and related students. We have offered, in fact, a minor in electronics and industrial automation for the benefit of the students, because we expect that lab will be available by then. The telecommunication department, electronics and telecommunication department already has a Cisco lab, which is in partnership with Cisco. Also, they have the Texas Instrumentation Innovation Lab. Now, these are the labs which are industry, which has a very good handholding from the industry. So all those places wherein these components are used or these kind of engineering expertise is required, obviously students are going to be having these kind of opportunities created for themselves. So the electronics and the electronics and telecommunication, both these students are now going to have more opportunities created because of the industry partnership labs that we have in these departments.
Next is Devanshu Sharma.
Hello, sir.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Sir, I have a question regarding SET examination. Sir, I have applied for it, and sir, I am from Madhya Pradesh, and sir, there are no centers nearby my hometown. So it is difficult for me to travel to a long distance during this pandemic. So please find a proper solution to it if possible.
Maybe his mail ID and everything should be known to us. Madam, please take his mail ID.
Sure.
Ma'am, I have sent some mail to you.
I think that would be better if you can.
Okay, sir.
Then Vedant Pawar.
My question is, do you offer direct second year admission?
Unfortunately, not this year, because the university is currently only in the first year. And that is the reason this year we will not have any direct second year admission. Next year onwards, there will be. We will have second year, I mean, after diploma, students joining us in the second year.
Okay, okay.
Next is Shivani.
Hello, sir. I just wanted to ask that is college internship work considered as work experience?
Yes, definitely. Because as you said, though the internships are unpaid, the college is going to give you your valid certificate for the work you will be doing with the faculty members or the mega project teams of college. And the certificate will mention the duration and so project you are going to work, you'll be or you have completed. So it is a valid for a valid work experience you can produce and show it in your CV.
I think I would also like to add here that it is not just on the paper that you will have this experience, but when you speak to an outsider about this, since you have actually worked, that will show from the confidence level that you are going to be talking with outsider. So it is not just the paper evidence that the work experience is going to be, but it is the confidence and the expertise that you have acquired during the process, which is also going to make a difference to somebody who is recruiting you.
Next is Shubham Verma.
Hello. My question is about that. Can you please throw some light on IT branch? And second thing, the internship for IT branches are offered in comparison to computer branch, or less internships from outside are offered to IT branch? Hello.
Yeah. So for internships, if you see the CS and IT branches are given almost equal priority for almost similar roles they are considered. If the requirement is specific to certain applied subjects that differentiate between the computers and the IT engineer, if a company is looking for those skill sets, then only the students are assigned as in the internship is only for com student or internship is only for IT student. Otherwise, the opportunities of wherein the role is involving of development, the software programming related internship, those are given to both the branches. Equal opportunities are given to all the students mostly.
I would like to add in this one. College has software development cell, under which we are developing the software which is required for our college, which are required to be live in process. So live software development that is carried out by this software development cell. So you will get the hands-on scenario how to develop it, such kind of a software. For computer and IT, of course, other telecom and electronics also they are joining to this particular project. But different projects are developed by our students under the software development cell. Next is Tarun Sunkari.
Yes, sir.
Please go ahead, sir. Unmute. Yes, sir, unmute.
Please unmute.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
Can you tell me the criteria for admission of NRI students, sir?
Uday Joshi.
Sir.
Joshi sir.
I think he's
Okay.
not there.
So I will tell. Anybody?
Okay, ma'am, take it.
Okay. So I will tell you that for the NRI, the PIO or the foreign nationals, the criteria is the 10th standard marks. Again, they have to produce those necessary certificates to prove that they are a student or the ward of a NRI, and the necessary certifications. So based on that, the NRI admissions are happening.
Okay. Now, what you after graduation, ma'am? Are you tied up with any overseas college for MTech, or we can continue here only?
Sir, we have, I mean, as a Somaiya Vidya Vihar University, there are a couple of tie-ups that we have. And now, because we have become a full-fledged university, these tie-ups will continue to increase. The more number of universities will get added. So as of now, last couple of years, there are student exchanges happening, or students going for their 6 months as a part of their studies also have gone. But very soon we will have these more openings coming up.
Okay. So kind of you, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir, for your best.
Next is Ishan Madhani.
Hello.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, my question was that could you just explain more on the international tie-ups given by the KG Somaiya College for this year, those who are going to take admission in BTech?
So as I mentioned, that we are, as a university, we are just about a year, less than a year old. So the tie-ups will have to be redone. However, as KG Somaiya College of Engineering affiliated to University of Mumbai, we do have a couple of tie-ups. For example, some of our students have gone to France, the UTT France. A couple of our students have gone. Quite a large number of students from the mechanical department regularly do their masters in Germany, universities in Germany. So we do have such kind of tie-ups. There are a couple of institutions from the US who are also interested, but these paperwork has to be completed. Had it been that there was no lockdown, probably we would have been successfully completed many of these formalities of paperwork. However, because we are substantially old and we have an international director who is into it, some of our other institutions. For example, our management school already has tie-ups. So we will continue and we will grow on these additional university tie-ups.
Okay, thank you.
Next is Yash Kiddarwar.
Yeah, actually, I had two questions. I heard that during last webinar, ma'am told something about for one semester engineering students are sent into some university abroad. Can you elaborate that?
So again, I'm saying that this has happened with UTT, France, but we will have more number of such institutions added. However, we will have that list of such universities coming up in maybe another few months. See, what happens is not only we were closed, these university offices were also closed across. You know, it has affected the entire globe. So to take such kind of discussions ahead and complete the necessary paperwork, it will require some more time. But we have all intentions, and these universities across also have intentions. I can also tell you that a large number of our students are now enrolled or completed their masters or PhDs in many universities across the globe. So those people are also very keen on having a tie-up with us. So very soon you will have a list of such names appearing on the college website or the university website.
Any BTech student can apply for this, or do we have to go for MTech?
No, so it will be made available for BTech also. So you will have one semester exchange that we will permit. We have that provision, just like how I talked about. So 3 students in the last semester, that was the final 8th semester of those students. They were in an industrial internship. They went to Bangalore, Cisco, to do their internship. Now that kind of things could work because the college could make them eligible to join this kind of a internship. However, if it is international internships, in fact, we are currently collecting forms. Online submission of forms is happening for 2 institutions, one in Germany and one in France. However, we've not yet completed, so I'm not in a position to divulge any more information about it.
Okay, thank you. And I had one more question. I somewhere read that any electronics and telecommunication student can sit for placements in IT and com science. Is it true, or can you shed some light on it?
So,
yes.
Sir.
Ma'am, you can take it.
No, you take it. I mean, it's a placement related activity.
Yes. Yes, there are many companies who are allowing electronic students. There are many IIT companies who are allowing the electronics and electronic telecommunication student for the placement. It is true, definitely true. I can name some of the companies, like even Microsoft also allowed this year to sit for the to allow the electronics and electronic telecommunication students. We have Ecolite, we have MDS Lab, even ZS Associates. So these are the companies we are in a dream category and a very well-known name. They are allowing electronic students to appear for the placement process.
So no core companies like in field of electronics, they don't come for placement?
Yes, that I have to know. That there are some core companies like Blue Star. They are specifically for electronics and mechanical. Cisco is specifically for telecommunication. Godrej and Boyce only for electronics and telecommunication. Orange is for telecommunication. Research Y electronics. So they are the Build Track is especially the automation company. It is only coming for electronics and telecommunication. So these are very specific companies who come only for electronics, telecommunication. There are very specific companies who come for mechanical. So these are the list which is displayed over here are the very specific companies we are coming for a particular branch. I hope you understand. Hello?
Yeah.
Like Blue Star. Blue Star is only for is allowing for electronics, telecom, and mechanical students.
Okay, I got you. Thank you.
Okay.
Next is Shubham Verma.
Sir, my question was that I have read somewhere that in computer science the total subjects are 37, and in IT there are also 37 subjects, and only 4 subjects differ from each other in computer science and IT. So, sir, whether in that minor degree I can do that 4 subjects of computer science also, so I will be in both in IT also and computer science also. Is that true, sir? That is whether it's true.
Okay, let me take this. I'm not sure where you have read this 37 and 37 because I don't know where you have read this. But anyway, computer and IT, there are a lot of courses and subjects, as you say, which are common. And when you are in computer or when you are in IT, you are able to do other minor degrees, which are from other branches. Like you are in computer, you can do a minor degree from IT. Or if you are in IT, you can do a minor degree in computer, various fields and subjects. And plus you can also do minors in other branches like electronics, telecommunication and mechanical. So we don't restrict anybody. It's all based on your merit and based on your interest.
So maybe you should say that you are the head of the computer department. It will
Yeah. I'm Deepak Sharma, heading the computer department.
It sounds more authentic.
Right.
Yes. Okay. Next, Soham Katkar.
Yeah, so my doubt is, does the college provide paid internship?
No, the college doesn't provide the paid internship because you will be assisting the faculty members and the
See, the internal internships may not be paid, but when you do an industry project, like currently we have some students who are working on a international assignment, which is an internship, which are paid. So it depends on what type of project you're working on and where you are shortlisted for an internship.
Next is Sonal Balpande. Sonal Balpande, is she there?
He's muted.
Okay, we'll go for next.
Hello, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, yes, sir. My question is, sir, this is the first year for Somaiya Vidya Vihar University. So I would like to know how it would be better than any other university, being an engineering course. And will it be recognized at international level?
Can I take this?
Yeah, madam.
So, ma'am, I would like to have a clarity, give you a clarity on two aspects. The first aspect is that though we are a new university, in terms of engineering education of experience. The college was established in 1983. So today we are so many years old. So that is one thing. So we've had rich experience in engineering education. The next step is we were an affiliated college. That means all the curriculum was designed by the university. The exams were designed by the university, and we were delivering like any other college. However, in 2014-15, the University of Mumbai, along with the state government and UGC, gave us what is called autonomous status, which enabled us to design our own curriculum as well as design our own way of examination. That gave us a lot of opportunity to explore and expand our horizons. And we made many things available for the students, for the benefit of the students. And this was very widely appreciated by industries across. And also when the students went for higher studies, they could do certain courses. They could get waiver for certain courses because they had already completed their courses during their curriculum. There were regular revisions. Many courses were taught by industrial experts. So all this last 6 years has given us how to design new courses, how to design syllabi, also how to design the assessment tools for various courses. Now the next step obviously is going to become a university. So naturally with this much level of expertise, I don't see why we should not be successful as a university, even though we are just about a few months old. The second part of it, I would like to say that the teachers who are going to deliver the contents are the same who were doing it last so many years. We are adding new though. So their expertise is always going to be available for all the students. And the third thing, you asked about the eligibility for higher studies by other universities. Madam, we are recognized by UGC. We are not a deemed to be university. I would like to clarify everyone that we are a self-financed independent university. The difference is with us, like we are like Mumbai University or Pune University or any other university. The only difference is these are public universities, whereas we are private university. We are not a deemed to be university. We have a full independent existence. In fact, we have submitted our application to what is called the AIU, the Union Consortium, which recognizes all the universities with foreign recognition. Again, we've submitted the papers because of the COVID. These things could not be cleared up because even Delhi was totally closed. But very soon we will have the clearance from them. So we are a UGC recognized AIU. Our application has already been accepted. We've not yet received the formal letter from them. Now, this is going to mean that we are at par with any other university across the country. And hence, I don't see any reason why you should have any doubt in the status of our university. I think if I have answered your query, whatever you have.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much for asking, because many a times this could be a doubt in many others who are attending, and this gets cleared for many others. So thank you for asking a very precise question. Thank you so much.
Next is, the name is not there, 1+7T.
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. Basically, the question is for my son. We have applied for applied in NRI quota. So when we are expecting the result outcome of that application?
So we have already started working and started giving provisional admissions to the NRI students. If I can know the details, maybe you can send me a mail, we would let you know. Because we've already started the process of NRI students. A couple of NRI students are already provisionally enrolled with us.
Okay,
So maybe you can start. Sorry?
Which mail ID I should have sent?
International applications. You can send a mail to internationalapplications@somaiya.edu. Or you can go on our website, sir. There is a separate tab for NRI admissions.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you can find more information as to what documents need to be submitted and what are the criteria and all such kind of things.
All relevant and required documents I have already submitted last week.
May I know your name, sir?
Akshat Dahiya. My son's name is Akshat Dahiya.
Okay. Maybe we will check.
Akshat, AKSHAT, Dahiya. DAHIYA.
Uday Joshi, sir, is not there, is it?
No, madam.
Okay. So we will come back to you, sir. Yeah, we will check and come back to you.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Madam, Ujjwala, madam, please note the name. Huh?
Yes, ma'am. We are noted.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Shubham Verma again.
Sir, as I asked my last question about that intensive, about the computer science and minor courses. So, sir, if sir, now the minor courses are there based on merit, means there will also merit, separate merit for that minor courses, or any student who wants to do any minor course can join that minor course.
I'll just take this question again. I'm Deepak Sharma, Head of Department Computer Engineering. See, these minor courses will start from your second year, and you will have every semester one course. The criteria and all the details, of course, will depend on your interest and also on the merit. So as and when you move ahead in your studies, we will let you know all the details, but it will start from the second year onwards.
In fact, there will be sufficient counseling and help provided to you to take a decision on. So looking at your interests and all such kind of things, there will be a one-to-one counseling.
Okay, next is Sneha. Neha?
Yes, sir. I had a query regarding the SETI exam. As I have secured my admissions through the phase 1, so is it compulsory for me to give the SETI exam now?
If you have been offered with your higher preference, then probably, I mean, you may not, you need not have to appear, but then yes, if you want to go for the betterment, you should definitely appear for the Somaya entrance.
Yeah, I have got computer science now. So that was my first preference anyway.
Okay, then you need not have to.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Next is Dr. Ute.
Hello.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, when is the set exam and what will be the procedure for that?
SET exam is scheduled on 25th of July.
Okay.
And procedure for this, you have to apply online along with your application form for that first year admission. And for that one, you have to pay 2,000 rupees for that SAT examination. And presently, we are scheduled in that respective cities. As per that, the respective center, you can choose it and submit your application.
And to add to this, currently we are having a mock test on our website. So if you are interested, you can go to our website and appear for a mock test just to give you a feel of the exam.
Okay, thank you.
Next, Shastra Buddha.
Hello. So my question is that if we opt in for minor in the second year, so will everything be completed in 4 years, or there are any additional number of years to be done with the minor?
Let me take it. Yeah, once you start your minors in second year, we have aligned the courses in such a way that it will be completed at the fourth year. That means your 8th semester. 8th semester, you will be having a minor project that has to be done, and then the minor degree will be complete. There will be no additional time required. It will be going along with your regular degree.
Okay. And are there any non-technical fields in minor, like finance and other?
Yes, all the details will be appearing on our website. There are a lot of finance, accounts, marketing. We have, as our principal said, we have tie-ups with our sister institutions who are in campus only. So we have Management College and we have Art Science Commerce College. So all the details about their specializations will also be appearing on our website shortly.
Thank you.
Next is Prathamesh Nayak.
Hello, can you hear me? I have, my name is Sanjay Nayak. I'm Prathamesh Nayak. I have one question. What is the difference between a self-financed university, what you talked about, and a deemed to be university?
Hello, can I speak?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, sir, deemed to be universities were issued by the UGC a couple of years back, and they made certain institutions, they gave them permissions, but not full permissions to operate as independent universities. However, after a couple of years, the UGC, the University Grants Commission, realized that there were a couple of such deemed to be universities which were misusing their powers. Hence, few years back, the status of deemed to be universities, that giving the status of deemed to be universities was stopped. Hence, you can either become an independent university or you continue as a college affiliated to a existing university. That is the only option which was given to you. Now, to become a self-financed university, every state has different criteria. You should be having so many programs and so many colleges and variety of other kind of stuff. More than that, you have to have your caliber executed as a very good institution who can impart and stand on its own to deliver the quality contents as desired by industry and other stakeholders. Only when the UGC and other authorities, for example, in our case, we had an inspection by the University of Mumbai team along with the state government team. They have given a green signal that we are capable of delivering all that is needed by any university, and hence we have received now this self-financed university status. So now no more deemed to be universities are granted. They do not have all the powers as we have. We have a fully independent. Have I answered your query, sir? If you have more doubts,
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thanks for your query again.
Prasad Patwari. Prasad, are you there?
As for the
Hello. Prasad.
Good evening, everyone. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, 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 sir. Go ahead. Hello.
And not in the current context of your today's presentation. As per the understanding what I have, the admission process in Somaiya, there are three-prong approach. One is the JEE Mains, second is the MHCET, and third is your SET exams.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Percentages of seat allocation for all.
Sir, your voice is breaking in the middle. Not getting the full-fledged question. Hello.
Yeah.
Your voice is not coming, sir.
Okay.
You got it half of that the question only.
Okay, just so much. One is MHCET, second is JEE Mains, and your SET exams. Now, if I consider a particular branch like computer science, if there are certain allocated seats like 100 seats for the total strength, how many are filled through JEE, how many are filled through SET, and how many are filled through?
Yes, sir, to answer your question, the provisional admissions which we are conducting are going to be in rolling and in phases, and every phase may have more than one round of admissions, and in every round of a phase, based on the merit of the application received and then the preferences of the candidate, the branch which they would like to go with, the provisional admissions will be allotted.
No.
Yeah, sir, to add to this, it's an automated, to add to this, it is an automated process. So there is no fixed limit as to how many students will be allotted. It all depends on the merit, and it's a dynamic process, number of applications, number of preferences, and so on. But we are taking care that for every phase, we'll have sufficient number of seats.
Okay. Okay.
Next is Shalaka Vengurlekar.
Yeah, hi. My name is Rakesh. I'm Shalaka's father. I have a question on examining companies visiting the campus and the courses. Like for example, say Accenture, Capgemini, etc. in IT company. So do they allow only students of IT and computers to appear for their campus rounds? Do they allow electronics, telecommunication? If mechanical person is interested, if the person can attend, like is there any criteria that this company allows only this faculty of students to attend? So that is one question, and the follow-up question on that is there any difference in packages offered to these people? Say for example, a IT person getting selected in Capgemini versus a mechanical person getting selected in Capgemini if allowed. So the package that the person will get, will it depend upon the stream that the person is studying?
Yes. I will take this question, sir. Sir, as what I understood, what you want to ask that, if the, suppose we will take an example, suppose Accenture, Capgemini, they do not differentiate on the branches. They allow all the students, like from computer, electronics, mechanical, all the branch of students. So there is no differentiation. And regarding you are asked regarding the job offers. Again, there is a no. They don't differentiate the students of branch wise. They offered same role, same package to all the students. There is no differentiation at all. Unless the company comes for a specific branch, then there is a case. We are most of the companies like even Microsoft allows the electronic students. Even they allow they offer the same package, same job description, same role to all the students. There is no differentiation at all.
Okay, thanks.
I hope I have answered your question.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Next is yes, Siddharth.
Yeah, actually, I wanted to ask if we take the minor courses as you mentioned. So if I take a minor, if I'm an electronics and telecommunication student and I take a minor course in computer IT in suppose all the semesters, then will I get an upper hand during placements? Hello?
Yeah. Maybe we'll answer it together, me and the TPO, our TPO Mahesh Patil sir. See, as our TPO said, companies don't differentiate with respect to which branch you are in. But definitely if you do some additional courses, you will have some additional knowledge, which will be useful for you during placements and during their tests and entrance exams. So to say yes, maybe yes and no also, because some companies will not differentiate. They will take a particular student based on what he already knows and what is the kind of nature of job and kind of the job they're looking for. Mahesh sir, you want to add to this?
Yes, here I would like to one more point in continuation with what our HOD has said. You will be eligible. Company has no restriction in allowing allowing to sit the campus placement process. But again, when you move on the process, means goes on to the next step, like when you clear these steps and when you go to the interview, now there the things matters. Means what specification, what kind of knowledge you have, and what kind of impression you to interviewer, and there you can make a difference with respect to other students. That if you have a specific skill, specific knowledge, that definitely makes a difference. Am I right, Manish sir? You want to add anything?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Now there is no raise hand. Still, if you have any questions. Shubham Verma.
There are no.
Shubham Verma.
Okay.
Ma'am, the last question was, ma'am, seeing to the scenario in our Mumbai and Kalyan, ma'am, all the things have been locked down. So, are there possibilities SET exam will also get postponed if these all things continue, as number of cases are rising day by day?
Hello, Shubham. That is what I said, that we still do not have a clarity on how we are going to go about it. We have to be talking to the right kind of authorities to proceed further. As far as my understanding goes, since it is not going to be as large scale as is MHT, CET or JEE, probably up to 25th of July, this kind of a situation may not last. So we may be able to hold it. However, in case if there is any change, as of now, you can assume that it's going to happen. But in case if there is any change, please continue visiting our website. We will update it as soon as we take any decision regarding this, which is contrary to whatever is today's decision.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Really nice talking to
You keep watching our website. I mean, see, we try to send mails also. However, we've realized that some people tend saying that we've not received, but at least all such kind of updates definitely appear on our website. So you please keep watching our website.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. It was nice talking to you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thank you. 3 more hands up.
Yeah, Galaxy 9.
Hello. Speak now. I have raised my hand. Hello.
Yes.
I wanted to ask. I've got admission, but I had, while filling the admission form, I had put as Gujarati or the Gujarati quota. So I want to know whether I've got admission under the Gujarati quota or the routine admission. That I can know, or how I can, because I have to produce a certificate and also just wanted to clarify on that.
If madam, if you are a Gujarati spoken minority, we would like to have that certificate. That's about it. There is no special consideration, as in there is no concession or anything levied more.
No, not. I'm not asking for concession, but my admission is under that quota, under the routine thing.
That I will find it a little difficult. As I said, these are all computerized processes. So I am not in a position. Do we have any such this thing separated, madam? Ujwala madam?
We used to look for the eligibility certificate or minority certificate, Gujarati linguistic minority, the pro forma which we have uploaded on the site. And in case we have received many requests that now candidate, because of this COVID situations, they are not able to produce that kind of certificates. So currently we have allowed many candidates to provide the self-declaration. They are not in a position to submit it. So at this point of time, though we'll be considering your application for Gujarati minority quota, later once we'll start with the physical verification, we'll check your certificate, and accordingly you'll be admitted under Gujarati or open quota.
Okay, oh, fine, okay.
Mrs. Park.
Hello. Hello. I wanted to ask if the phase one. I know the phase one is already completed, but can I still get an admission on basis of JEE main paper one? Hello.
Could you repeat your question?
Hello, I wanted to ask if I know that the phase one is already completed, but can I get an admission on basis of JEE main January attempt?
As a principal, madam.
Hello.
Yes.
I think given the answer for this question, we are getting a lot of requests from the candidate. So in case we will post the update on the website.
Okay, and I also had a question that recently someone asked about the minority quota. So the admission which was given to her or him was on basis of stage 1 or stage 2?
I think that
very difficult to say now because we don't have all the records here. Very difficult to comment on that.
Okay.
Mrs. Dalaka.
Yeah, hi.
Your voice is not audible, sir. Nothing you are getting.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the admissions are basis JEE, CET, and SET. And given the current uncertainties over the next round of CETs to happen and JEE to happen, is there any probability that there could be some provisional admissions basis the HSC results which are due to be out somewhere in mid of July?
See, as of now, professional education admissions have to be based on some entrance exam. So looking at the possibility, this depends on what government and these authorities will come out with. On the basis of that, you will to decide. But as of now, one of the entrance exams is a must.
Got it. And one other question on the similar lines. So it may be actually a very elementary question, but just for our understanding, when you say provisional admissions, so can you elaborate on that? Like people who have got say provisional admissions basis JEE, so will their admissions be reconsidered, or they have to maintain scoring JEE, or it will be subject to some verification of personal documents? So on what basis the provisional admission will be considered as the final admission?
Can I answer this question?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yes, go ahead.
So, sir, the admissions are based on their JEE percentile. So that is the provisional admission. The only thing is they have to fulfill the eligibility criteria for their 12th standard or the qualifying examination. Once they fulfill the eligibility criteria for the 12th or the qualifying examination, they have to submit the certificate and pay the fees. So their admission gets confirmed.
Okay, so they will not be compared against the people filling in a form with different JEE score. So the scoring will not be considered. So that is already done.
Yes.
Okay, okay, great. And just one other question on the quota. So I understand there is certain quota for Gujarati minority speaking students. Is there any other kind of reservation for any other category like OBC or any other reservations?
So, sir, it's a university. It is as the principal madam has rightly pointed out, it is the Gujarati Linguistic Minority Institution. So
Sir,
all the admissions are based on as per the UGC rules.
Sir, madam wants to say something.
Sir, the application of reservation criteria are as based on the UGC norms. So we follow the UGC norms for that. Any minority institution, you can have only one kind of reservation in any kind of institution.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next is Varun Vekaria. Varun, go ahead.
Enable him, sir.
Yeah, I know. Varun?
It is not still enabled.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if I opt to do masters from abroad, will the Somaiya University tag act as a hindrance because it's a new university?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, please ask your question.
Yeah, if I opt to do masters from abroad, so will the Somaiya University tag that will act as a hindrance because it's a new university, so it is not yet listed?
It is already listed in the UGC list. You can check it. We have put it, the details of the letter by which the name is listed. And for any university, if it is appearing in the UGC list, they are happy about it. I have also mentioned some time back that we are becoming a member of the AIU, the consortium of all the universities which are approved universities. So once that happens, we will put up that letter also on our website for anybody to view. I think for any university across the globe, so long as these two are there, they should not have any difficulty. No reason why somebody will disqualify you.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Now there is no raised hand.
So if there are no more questions,
I think there is no one.
no one.
Yeah.
So, sir, would you like to, Mahesh sir, would you like
Yes,
to
ma'am.
thank?
Yes, ma'am. It looks like so we have covered all the questions. And Thank you, everyone. It was a pleasure being with you today. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. If you have any questions, any doubt, you can contact us. The contact details are there on our website. So you can contact us at any time for any query, for any clarification. Thank you very much for attending the webinar.
I would also add that continue visiting our website. Our website has a lot of information and you can go through. It is regularly updated. So all such kind of information you can get even from our website. So please visit. In case if you have any doubts, you can write to us and we will be happy to answer your queries. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for active participation in the webinar, because your questions are also answers to so many others who have not asked such questions. So I would like to thank everyone, and including my students who contributed immensely and my team. Thank you very much. So would you end the meeting?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Are we meeting immediately?
Yes, I think we should.
Yes, ma'am.